everybody, it is Tuesday! Really? Really, I think. I'm not 100% convinced of that, but hey, how are we all doing tonight? Hey, Kelly, Russ, Jennifer, Kitty. Where is my feed tonight? How are we all doing? Jeremy's with us tonight. Good to have you with us, Jeremy. My phone's working weird here tonight. I might need tech support. There I am. How are we doing, guys? Linda's with us. Suzanne. Good to have you all with us. Julie Jankowitz. How are we all doing this Tuesday evening? I'm having a hard time believing the Tuesday part already. I'm like, it's all, we were on the way. I'm like, it's only Tuesday? Hey, Alexa. Well, I thought we were going to be on Resale Island, Kelly. Well, that's part of why we still do it, Kelly, also, is so that people don't feel lost. Because you, Kelly, are not alone. And you're on my call list, too. I refreshed that today, and or tonight, and noticed I am neglecting poor Kelly, and I need to call Kelly. Yeah, breakfast brownie sounds good. Especially if they're one of those Colorado brownies. Russ is tired. Russ, you were out partying all night last night. I don't know. You looked full awake. Haven't responded to any of my messages, so you must be still partying. I need a Tuesday 2.0. Yes. Yes, a Tuesday 2.0. Hey, Adele and Dazzle. Good to have you with us. Not first tonight, Adele. But we know that Jennifer will choose Russell over us. That's okay. We still love you, Jennifer. And we love Russ. Russ is pretty darn good. Oh, this is great. Oh, but it is you know, Tuesday is and I was late tonight. Or Illinois brownies. Ooh, Illinois brownies can compete with Colorado brownies? I don't know. I'll never forget my trip to Colorado when I finally gave in, not on brownies, but, you know, when I went to Molly up in Steamboat and realized that, and I learned that Steamboat Springs is a drinking town with a skiing problem. And they also have brownies. Hey, Leanne, good to have you with us. How is it a week in, Leanne? 1 week in and you're still with us. Let's give it up for Leanne. 1 week in. All right. She's still doing it. Living the dream. That is awesome, Leanne. Well, Florida, I'm not even going to get into the Poppy's hey, Kathy joining us live tonight. Michelle! Okay, see, this is really going off the rails here, and I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I missed something a while back here. Konnichiwa tonight, Dennis? Oh my God. The things that are happening in Texas, and I guess I don't know whether it's good that I can pronounce that or what, or that you're saying it. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Hope you and the family are actually doing well. I speak of love of you, Molly. I love my Molly Baker. Making chocolates with a 3D printer? This sounds very interesting. This isn't just some scam to get money from us, Julie?
I don't have the right kind of 3D printer.
Rebecca has a 3D printer, but she doesn't have the right kind of 3D printer, but I guess that's possible.
I don't want to buy the printer. Yeah, I will print all day long.
Julie's cousins started a Kickstarter campaign to buy the printer.
Okay.
Japanese. Well, this Tuesday night is going off the rails. So tell me what we're grateful for this Tuesday night. Maybe we can find our way back to the rails. Yeah, but it's a special kind of 3D printer that can do, my tech team here is saying it needs a special kind of 3D printer to do food, Kelly. But it can be done. Especially if you're willing to buy her the 3D printer. Grandpa bought her the last 3D printer, which is pretty cool. If anybody saw, a few years ago we printed, the board had them, we had Nart's keychains for, what city were we in when we did those? It's like 2 years ago. Maybe San Antonio. We had Nart's keychains, and I have a pink calculator keychain that Rebecca 3D printed. So 3D printers are pretty cool. And Rebecca's got a little one, but it can't do food. 3D printer for Colorado brownies? Hey, what the heck? Oh, Leanne, you'll get there. Don't worry. 1 foot in front of the other. Grateful for Cosmos. All right. When your team comes together, Lisa, it is really awesome, and we're really seeing the best of our team right now. So I'm really proud of all our teams right now as we continue to move forward in this. But tell me, so Lisa's grateful. What else are we grateful for? Grateful for Cosmos. Great. Whoa, they already hit their goal. I love that, Julie. That's great. It's okay to rest, Leanne. Rest, take a breath. It's okay. 1 foot in front of the other. Only don't try to solve the next 100 things and don't try to do the next 100 things that you need to do in the business. Just do the next thing. That is the important thing to focus on, Leanne, as we move forward. Because we are going to move forward. Thankful for your new team. Didn't I tell you your new team was going to be awesome, Jennifer? Sarah's watching. I told you your new team was going to be awesome. It's not a fun process to go through, but this is going to be the best thing for you, Jennifer. I'm so excited. The future is so bright for you. It has been a long day for all of us. Today, I was surprised when I looked. I don't look during the day, Leanne, but clothing was off the charts, and every time I looked at the cameras, clothing didn't look like anything was happening. I mean, it looked like my people were really working, but it looked like I had no customers, and that led the thing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kitty. But, you had them for a time, and that was good. And don't be sad because they're leaving. Be happy that you had them for the time that you were able to have them. Spaghetti's your comfort food from Olive Garden? Olive Garden is Rebecca's comfort food place. We would have to go there in college and bring her comfort food from Olive Garden, take out from Olive Garden when she needed it. She likes what's your favorite Olive Garden? The 4 cheese?
You're thinking Cheesecake Factory.
I'm sorry, I'm confusing Cheesecake Factory and Olive Garden.
I just get their chicken parm.
The chicken parm at Olive Garden is Rebecca's comfort food.
The chicken gnocchi soup, because you can buy a bucket of that.
And when she needs it, a bucket. I mean, they'll sell you a bucket of the chicken gnocchi soup. It's only $20, and it feels like nothing, especially when you're using Dad's credit card. And you get the bread. Rebecca is a wise soul.
You never know when you just need a bucket of soup.
You never know when you're going to need a bucket of soup. Awesome, Julie. I am so happy to hear that. That is great news on your lease. You offered them Nordstrom, and they said they'll work with you. That is great news. That is very good news. There are great things coming out of this. There are going to be wonderful things coming out of this. Great blessings. Okay, we are going to the other side. We are going to be better than we were before, and I'm here to help make it so. But we start every night. Hey, Rose, great to have you with us. I'm so glad you're here. We're talking funny brownies. We're talking regular brownies and Olive Garden tonight, and just chilling. And we're having pasta tonight too, Kelly. Where I know that we didn't get dinner before I came on. I was trying to catch up with things, and then I'm like, oh shoot, Cassandra yelled 3 minutes to dinner, and then I came down and I'm like, I gotta go on. So we're going to go to page 98 today in the Good Morning, Good Night book. For those of you that follow along, the Good Morning, Good Night book, I opened up to page 98. Good morning. Put some music in someone else's life today. Make the world a mixtape and see what it gives you in return. That is our good morning today. Boom. All right, let's see what we got going on here, people. We got a few things we got to cover in the real world, and then we'll talk about our project. You know, there's a lot of press right now on the PPP and its fairness or apparent lack of fairness. And it's really not telling the true story. Okay, you guys are the true story of how it's helped the PPP. Hundreds of store owners right here every night that it's helped, okay? That it's helped keep their businesses alive, you know. But the press likes stories like this. Small business loans help the well-heeled and connected. The P.F. Changs, the Girl Scouts, luxury property developers, venture-backed companies, you know, are those that, you know, are some of those. Many small colleges got it. Our friend's son, new college, got it. But it's keeping these businesses and it's keeping people employed. Okay, even Tom Brady, which I think is, on one side I could make the argument is ridiculous, but it kept people employed. I mean, what would Tom do if his healthcare company couldn't keep going? How would he put food on the He is a family man. He has a family. Let's just keep that in perspective. Okay? But the reality is, okay, so while one fact is true, 3 out of every $4, so 75% of the money, more than that, you know, 15% of the recipients received 3 out of every $4 about that. It actually received a little more than that. You know, that's true. That's true. They received the bulk of the money. Okay, the big companies received the bulk of the money. But the highest percentage of companies, 86% of the companies, okay, received under $150,000. 86% of the companies, okay, and that's keeping real people working, real communities going, and that is a tremendously good thing. I still think, even with all this bad press that is going on, I am hopeful because there's still $130 billion or so left in the PPP pot. I am optimistic with what I'm getting from Washington right now that there is still hope for a more targeted bill. Okay, again, people on the smaller side of the PPP and people that have exhausted the PPP. You know, there's what they're calling the P4 Act, or they're basically allowing for a second PPP. And, you know, it's targeting retailers, restaurants, and hospitality. is one of the main focal points of it, and but it would prioritize people that have gone through their PPP. So I think that has a decent chance. I also think there is a decent chance still that we'll get the smaller loans forgiven, those under $150,000. It is still possible. Hey, Rose, I'm glad you got the PPP. So if you can spend it between 8 and 24 weeks, actually, Rose, under the extension. So, but the faster, if you can use it under the original 8 weeks, that's even better, if you can, because that, should a second PPP become available, it will favor those that have already spent through it. The other thing to keep in mind, Rose, is if you got the idle advance, that would get deducted from forgiveness. So if you got a $2,000 idle advance and you got a $10,000 PPP, when you went for forgiveness, you would find that of your PPP, you would find that you owed $2,000. And you have to spend, by my math, at least 65% on payroll. But the higher you can spend on payroll, the better. Keep it really simple. I've gotten several emails from you guys as you're getting closer to the end of your 8 weeks and throwing all sorts of crazy stuff in there. Keep it simple. If you need to throw a rent check in there, throw a rent check or two in there. That's easy. But keep it to the payroll, getting into the weeds with telephone bills and electric bills. Yes, those are allowed expenses, but if you can avoid that type of stuff and just keep it really, really simple, and the majority of it to payroll, that will be beneficial and will make the process easier for forgiveness. I am still very optimistic that we will get an expedited forgiveness form where they will just allow loans under a certain amount, currently looking at around $150,000 or less, to just be forgiven with your self-certification. Okay, you got to be able to stand up and say, I certify that I spent this the way I was supposed to, and you'd still be responsible for keeping records of it, subject to future audit, but that would be much easier than any of the other paperwork that is out there. So if we can get to that, and I am advocating for it, because quite honestly, the thing that businesses have the least time to do right now is spend it on paperwork, okay, and spend it on accounting paperwork and things that is not in their wheelhouse. So that is the argument that I am making, okay, that most businesses are right, Michelle, and quite honestly, the American small business deserves another, and it is truly needed and appreciated. And I thank all members of the congressional leadership for this. I thank the Secretary of the Treasury, and Administrator Carranza of the SBA, and the President. You thank all these people as you're talking about it and you're making your case for another and for the good that it has done, and it really goes a long way. I mean, I don't like to, I don't want to be here bowing down to anybody or anything, but a little bit of gratitude to those in power, and I'm not there to kiss the ring or anything, but to those in power that make these things happen, and sharing the stories, okay, which is what I do, is share the stories of how it has helped people, how it has brought people back to work, how it has paid insurance payments, how it has kept the lights on, okay, what businesses have gone through, like Rose, and just opening another checking account. I mean, this is extra work, okay, and most businesses aren't in the field of all this paperwork. I'm a number and data junkie, so it's in my wheelhouse. But a lot of people, if they have to go through the full forgiveness and everything else, are going to have hire their accountants and things to get through that, to make sure all the paperwork is filled out properly. So I want to find a simpler way if we can, and so I continue to advocate and share your stories of that, and so I'll keep you posted on that. I'm hoping for something in the next couple of weeks, but we'll see. We'll see how it advances. We need the story to die down a little bit on the media's perceived bad guys that got these loans. Some of them probably shouldn't. Okay, I can on the surface take the argument that Tom Brady shouldn't have gotten one. Okay. When these first came out, though, if you follow the narrative of when they first came out, it was all companies should go. The banks were coming to these companies, and you should get one, okay? And you got to get in line for it. The narrative is missing out on all the real jobs. Even if you take somebody like Fridays or P.F. Chang's, okay, it kept real jobs going. And that is extremely important. When they weren't doing enough in takeout, they were keeping people employed. I know I got takeout. We got, not, and I don't know if Texas Roadhouse got, but we were at Texas Roadhouse getting takeout one time during this, and the line of people they had working there trying to manage this new thing was just crazy. Okay, so it is real. It did keep real jobs. So that's important. Hey, Dana and Jeff, great to have you with us. Okay. The National Retail Federation, our friends at the National Retail Federation, and other business leaders such as the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, which we're also friends with them too, and other business organizations are jointly urging the President, the Vice President, and the governors to issue national guidelines for mask wearing and have a national mask standard implemented locally to protect the public health and promote economic recovery. So hopefully we can get some standards going with that. That would be nice. We stopped at CVS on the way home, and it was kind of interesting in there. What was the term they used, CL? CVS, what was the... Encouraged? Yeah, the big sign on the front door of CVS, and we're in a state that requires mask wearing, is face coverings are encouraged. Okay, we'd like a national policy on that so we can grow from here and keep people healthy. I mean, the virus is not going away, people. The virus is not going away. So it would be great if we could have some national leadership on that and look at that. Okay, a couple other pieces of news, and then I'll get back to our homework here, because there's a couple of interesting points to keep in mind. Our buddies in North Korea, Kim Jong-un and his computer geeks over there, are targeting U.S. retailers for online fraud. So they are trying to hijack websites and things using a Mage card attack, which installed JavaScripts on e-commerce sites to collect payment card data and send it to the attacker every time the card member makes a purchase. And it's only designed to run when a customer purchase is in progress, making it extremely hard to detect. Stores that have been hacked by this include Claire's, Focus Camera, and the Paper Source. And the hackers also created a fake Claire's e-commerce site for the purpose of fraudulently collecting consumer payment card data. So that is real. That is going on there. I thought this was really cool, and we're going to have to send Russ to check this out. So, Russ, are you paying attention? Hey, Cindy, great for joining us. 7-Eleven in both North and South Orlando is piloting voice payment for fuel. So you can pay for it right from your watch, Russ. Okay? You will have to do a video of this and let us know how this is really working, since you are based right there in the greater Orlando area, and after you got back from Naples, you probably needed gas. So tomorrow, get a big gulp and let us know how voice payment for gas actually works. I just think it kind of cool. And that is where they are piloting. Voice is the future, folks, in technology. Certainly something I would like from our inventory system is to be able to voice enter Gap, size 5, jeans, blue, $7. Just saying. Louis Vuitton, never full, purse, $1,200. Voice for your inventory system. That could be the next thing after Russ tries it on gas. Just saying, Russ. Just an idea for you. And because it's work research, you can use the company credit card to get your gas this time. Just saying. I'm thinking of you and the future of technology. I am telling Ed, by me saying this here, it is okay. You can even reference tonight's video, which goes to narts.org/resalestrong, so even Ed, who avoids Facebook, can find it. narts.org/resalestrong. Ed can find this where I authorize the gas purchase. And the big gulp. You get a big gulp too, Russ. I don't want you to be dehydrated when you make it to work. I am thinking of your health. And 7-Eleven down there sells alcohol, so who knows what you're going to have in your big gulp. And you've been to Steamboat, so you know what a drinking town with a skiing problem is like. Macy's. So this is very interesting. What would you pin your holiday hopes on? Okay. What would you pin your holiday hopes? Okay. Macy's is pinning it on curbside. They are betting that curbside during the holiday season is going to be the key to their success. Okay, and continuing to offer that while many retailers are clawing back on offering curbside, as reopenings have happened, Macy's is doubling down on it and betting on it as part of their success for the holiday season. So we'll have to see. Yeah, I agree with you, Kitty. Background noise, but that's why we have to send Russ to test it and do it. But in the store, you can do it with a headset, so you have directional noise. So if you're, giving your voice thing, it is something we've seriously looked at for the volume of items we have handled, and certainly something not the first time I've talked to Russ about it, but now that 7-Eleven's doing it, it's coming down to our kind of retailer. Ambition is refusing to quit on ourselves. Leadership is refusing to quit on others. There's a quote for you, folks. Okay, so let's talk tonight about our project. We got a few minutes left here tonight, and let's talk about Resale 2020 2.0. 2020 2.0. Okay? 2020 2.0 is about us rebooting 2020. It is about you rebooting your 2020. It is about 2020 only being at halftime. We are at the halftime of 2020, and we are going to reverse this year. We're going to turn this year upside down. We're going to make you the weird business in town. We are going to make it, you get the call from your accountant next year, which, by the way, in case you missed me last night, don't forget, if you have not already done your taxes this year, they are due a week from tomorrow, July 15th. The IRS is not extending that. Do not forget that. But I want to make you the weird person next year where you actually have to pay taxes because we turned around 2020 so well. We did more in the second half. We made money and we had to pay taxes. We turned around this crazy year, okay? And we made you weird people. Weird business owners that made money in 2020. That's the kind of weirdo I want to make you in your community this year. I am committed to it, and I know you are too, okay? Because it's about that. So we've given the homework, and I've gotten homework in from many of you. So we spelled it out what we need to look at here, okay? And this sheet of what numbers we need to look at is spelled out. You can print this out, It is in the NARTS private Facebook group. It is also at narts.org/resalestrong. Okay, and it asks for your net sales, which is your total sales without tax. You can get this from your computer, okay, regardless of what system you use. If you don't know how to get it, call your software provider. They will help you. Our affiliates are the best affiliates of any industry. They will help you. Number of transactions, okay, number of transactions, that's the number of receipts, the number of times you handed somebody a receipt. Okay, they came up to purchase something and you handed them a receipt for buying something. That's the number of transactions in your system. The number of units sold, the amount of actual product. How many of these things did you sell? How many widgets? How many race cars did you sell? Okay. What did you sell? Okay, that is, and how many of it? Okay. Then we're looking at how much inventory you received, how much inventory you actually brought into the building, okay, and how much in both dollars during a month and how many units, how many actual pieces of product did you bring in. And all of this is really nicely spelled out. You can call any of your software vendors and say, hey, I'm working on Neil's homework. Here's the sheet, okay. Here's the information that I need. Okay, Max, what are you doing? Max. Nobody trusts you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry about that. We had a Max emergency there. I love this idea, Kelly, did you see that they're doing Renovation Island? Okay, you keep on talking Resale Island, and I turn on the TV, and there's Renovation Island on HGTV, where they've dumped people on an island to rebuild it or something. I don't know. I don't want that project. I'm already rebuilding an industry. I don't want to build a house, and I'm not handy. Okay, so sorry about the Max emergency, but he was searching out a spot, and so we had to redirect him. Okay, so I spell it out on here for what months to get that information, and then to look at your current inventory, both still available in dollars and units, and your sales goals for this quarter. Okay, because this is about turning the year around. This is about restarting yourself and restarting 2020. It's a new beginning. A new beginning. That is what this is about. A new beginning for you. Calypso music and little umbrellas. Even. Okay. Hakuna Matata for the rest of our days. Hakuna Matata means no worries because you're selling so much stuff. And that is a wonderful thing because we're going to the other side of this. Okay? So that is what to send me. And so many of you have sent me that already, that information. Since I posted that, I have somewhere in my pile, I have my call list. I have this is people's homework. So this pile's people's homework. That's my thing list, and somewhere down here is my call list. Oh, there's my call list. Okay. Oh, rebuilding an industry is easy. We're gonna go there because this industry is set to do it, Kelly. We are going to thrive. Thrive. Okay? And thrive at 5 because it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Okay, enough for the corny jokes. Rebecca clapped to that one.
No, that's not a clap. It's a slow clap.
Okay, she slow clapped to that, which I guess really isn't a clap.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so let's take a step in this. Okay, so people followed the homework. You know where to find the homework, and we're gonna step through bits and pieces this week. See, somebody thought it was funny. I got a smiley face with funny. That had to be for me, not for Rebecca. Place your votes now. Were we voting for Neil or Rebecca? Don't make me sad, people.
Are people actually voting?
Kim, that's a good one. I prefer a max emergency to a mask emergency. That is very that is boom. Drop the mic on that one, Kim. That was good. I do like my Texas people. Jenny, I'm not looking at turnover yet. We're not getting into turn. Don't turn this into an advanced class yet. Turn is important, but I'm also not, Jenny, I don't want you to worry about what somebody else is doing. Okay? And this is something that is really hard for people at first. And even when I go into other stores, one of the big things that everybody, how am I in comparison to this other, I know you're not going to tell me somebody's numbers, but I know you work with Melissa, so how am I in comparison to Melissa? Or how am I in comparison to Vina? You were at Vina's last week. How do I compare to Vina? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter how you compare to me or Susie or Sally or Kim, Joni, or Judy. Okay? It does not matter, Jenny. What matters is the biggest point of success, the biggest way to get change, the biggest way to move your numbers is to work on beating yourself. Okay? The biggest thing to know about numbers is to know where you are. Okay? And measure where you are and not compare it to somebody else. Compare it to your own dream where you want to be. Okay? And just start changing it. Okay? When you know where you are, it's a number you can change. And it's not about going from here to here. It's about going from here to here, to here, to here, to here, inch by inch, centimeter by centimeter. It is small changes have huge results. And everybody, Rose, I love it. Okay, and everybody that I have ever worked with, okay, and there's lots of them that are nightly viewers here. Anybody that I've ever worked with, okay, and I was a consultant to businesses long before I was in resale. Okay, long before I was in resale. The pink calculator came out of resale. Okay, but I have worked with businesses large and small since long before I was in resale. But if you work on yours, if you measure your numbers, if you start working on yours, and so the homework, okay, that people are sending me and where people are sending me isn't so that I can sit here and read off, well, Sally's numbers are blah, 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 and to do this, Sally needs to do this. That is not what this is about. It's so I can respond to your numbers, so I can look at your numbers and give you some personal guidance, some personal goalposts and measuring sticks for you personally and help you along, okay? Because we're in this together, okay? You are not alone. I totally, that is not a catchphrase. Well, it is a catchphrase, but it is a phrase that I walk and I talk. Okay, it's not just something I say, it's something that I walk with. Okay, you are not alone in this. And we are going to get you to the other side by understanding this. Hey, Marianne, how are you? How's my little Missy? How is little Missy? I saw you got to see her, but not to hijack her out. Not to hijack her out. Okay, so let's talk about our project for tonight. Okay, because I'm running out of time here tonight, and I'm already going to get a cold dinner, and I might not even get dessert. And, since somebody told Cassandra it's birthday month, we got another cake. We got a Costco cake the other day, too. So, because somebody told her it's her birthday month. Don't celebrate just one day. One of you people texted her and said, celebrate for the next month. It's Neil's responsibility. So we got cake. And when I was checking out at Costco, and the guy's like, oh, whose birthday is it today? And I'm like, well, it was last week. You're late? I'm like, no, we're just continuing to celebrate. He's like, you're continuing to celebrate? And the other cashier that was there, he was the helper, Like, yeah, bozo, we're continuing to celebrate. You know? Marianne, she doesn't need any help. Thank you.
What was she saying?
Marianne said, well, not only is it is a birthday month, it should be a birthday year.
Yeah, we need something to celebrate every day this year.
I probably have to order a pink package, Marianne. I'm sure that the Peanut Gallery can do that. But let me get us through tonight. We are running because I am late. And I still got stuff I got to reply to tonight. I'm trying to work down my list a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about the 3 P's of resale. Can anybody give me any of the 3 P's? Give me 1, give me 2, give me 3. What are the 3 P's of resale? Because this is extremely important to your inventory. This is what we need to know tonight about your inventory. What are the 3 P's of resale? Marianne thinks you need a tiara. I'm getting from my peanut gallery, I'm getting a P. What are the 3 P's of inventory? I got one. I got 2 in my peanut gallery and 1 online. Okay, so Marianne's going to send you a tiara, and Kelly's going to send you a boa, a feather boa.
My birthday or your birthday?
Okay. That's not what Cassandra wants for her birthday. She said, is this my birthday or hers? Price, placement, and wrong. Everybody's missing the 3rd P of resale. It's okay. We're going to get you there. Okay. Well, Jenny, you're close. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Okay. Perseverance. I love you, Carmela. I love you. I can't wait to be able to travel that far. Is it Prada? Is it the PPP? Marianne got the 3rd. All right, Marianne. You are a good student, Marianne. You are little Missy's daughter. Okay, so why does this matter? Let's talk about the 3 P's. The 3 P's are price, placement / promotion. You can call it promotion too. Some of you call it promotion. And pity. Okay? And we all do it. These are the 3 P's of resale inventory. So let's talk about it for a little bit. Price. Okay? Price. You fat finger an item. Okay? I got fat fingers. I got fat thumbs. Okay? When you're entering it. And you price an Old Navy shirt at $120. Everybody sees it. Your person that tags it sees it. Wow, $120. What makes this shirt that Neil's wearing worth $120? I don't know, but, it was priced that way, so it must be right, and it goes on the shelf. Customers see it. Wow, this is a special Old Navy shirt. Must be the golden ticket. They try to Google it. Can't find anything, but they never bring it up and ask. Okay, so price is the devil of one thing. Okay? Promotion or placement, as I like to call it. Okay, you put a size 12 in the size 2s. It is never going to sell. Never going to sell. Okay? And, never going to sell. And that is the reality of it. And so we own the 3 P's. That's the real key here. Is you need to take ownership. You and your staff, your team need to take ownership of the 3 P's. They are the 3 P's of why something doesn't sell. Okay? And they are the 3 rules of resale of why something doesn't sell. And as we're talking about inventory, you need to know them. And the third is the pity take. Oh, the little old lady, she was so sweet. She was the sweetest old lady. And I just couldn't say no to her. Oh my God, Neil, if you saw her, she was so cute. I mean, she would like make little Missy look not cute. I mean, this lady was so adorable. And the story she had about each piece, I mean, I hardly smelled the mothballs as I was looking at them. They were so cute with the lace and the shoulder pads. And, oh my God, Neil. I mean, they just screamed 70s school teacher, but I just had to have it. I mean, did you ever watch Little House on the Prairie? I think this lady was on it. Okay? And it was just amazing. I had to take it. I couldn't say no. Yes, you can say no. Yes, you can say no. So is no. No. Don't add it to your inventory. You do it with furniture too, I mean. Okay? You do it with furniture, you do it with purses, you do it with all of it. All of it, people. The pity take. We all have done it. Don't! Just stop! So price, placement or promotion, and pity, okay? Placement and promotion can also include the dreaded window, okay? You put that perfect piece in the window to make the window look good and nobody wants to disturb it because it's so perfect. So if it's not selling, you need to keep it moving. Oh, Kelly, the things your staff has told me. The things your staff has told me. Oh, my God. And Bailey, you've got Joni, so don't even get me started. Those are the 3 P's. The 3 P's of resale inventory. And as part of your understanding your homework, and as part of understanding 2020 2.0, you need to understand, not only do you need to understand, you need to live and absorb and own those 3 P's because they're all you. They're all you. You need to own that that's you. Own it. Because if you own it, you can fix it. I own that we all can do that. Okay? I mean, we have one lady. Okay? We have one customer at our home store. I'll give you one. Okay? That they just can't say no to. Me, I don't have that problem. But my team can't say no to the deaf lady who's mute in a wheelchair. She comes in considing, and they can't say no to her. Okay? They can't say no to Dora. Okay? She's in a wheelchair. She's deaf, an electric wheelchair, deaf and mute. They can't say no. And we buy a lot of her stuff. So it doesn't end out on the floor. Okay? It's okay to have these learning experiences. It's okay to make mistakes. We all make them. But own them and move on. Yeah, see, you guys are all softies. I'm the guy with no heart. I'm the Tin Man. Now I need a heart. I need a heart. Okay. But I'll do Dora's payout, and I'll hold the door for Dora, and she's a sweetheart, and she's the couple things she can verbalize are 1 2 1 2 is what she can verbalize, and so what can I say? Those are the 3 things you need to own. That had a name. Well, Kim, that's perfect because we've made people wear it to the Christmas party, these stupid things they've accepted. We had one, okay, women's overalls, okay, like granny overalls, but like for a teenager or something, okay, overalls, really bad, okay, tacky bad. And why did you accept this? Well, it had a little Snoopy right over here. It had Snoopy on it. I had to take it. It was tacky. You shouldn't have taken it. But she wore it to the Christmas party. Okay? It's okay. Yes, the old men whose wives have died is hard. I understand, but you're only serving them well. You're only serving your company well. Okay? You have to think in the bigger picture. You have to think of the bigger picture of your community and your company and what you're doing with it. And so, are you offering to donate it for them? Okay? We don't have a market for this, but we'll pass this on for you. Okay? Because that's the biggest thing, is they want it to know that it's going to a good home. That it's helping someone else. Okay? That their lifestyle, I mean, my mother spent outrageous fortunes on things, on tacky 80s dresses and 70s dresses. I mean, watch the Goldbergs. If you want to know what was in my mother's closet, watch the Goldbergs. Okay? And, she spent a fortune on it. And anytime my sister went and helped my mother, she's like, oh, I'm taking this to Neil so it'll help him in the store and help pay for your care. Okay, none of that stuff ever made it to the store. That's great, Rose. I love hearing how you've adapted. Again, it's adapting. Okay, and if we have to donate stuff, people get it. People are cleaning out. They get it. Say no. So. I mean, Patty said it well. Patty Acquisto, I love this woman. Okay? She doesn't like it when I call her Little Patty, but I love her. Okay? So is no, people. Okay? And, I mean, if you have multiple staff, I know some of us are just one people operations, but if you have somebody else tagging, if you have somebody else hanging, let them know that they are the stop. They are like a Japanese assembly line. Okay, they are Toyota Motor. No matter, even if you don't have a separate processing center like we do, they are Toyota. If they see something wrong along the line, okay, when they're handling an item, they can stop for that item, okay? And it's really good that you have those processes, and it's very empowering that you empower your people to do that, okay? To say, it's okay to stop. It's okay to say, this isn't good, or why is this? It's okay to question you, even though you're the owner. Why is this $120? I mean, why is this t-shirt? Okay, really good t-shirt. Neil, you rock the blue. You rocking it! Rocking it! Neil, you rock the blue. You rock the blue. I just saw that Russ wants me to have a halftime show for 2020. I'll have to work on that. Exactly, Lisa. Consign what you can sell what you can sign. Exactly. That is how you get a high sell-through. But this doesn't make, just because I want this shirt to be worth $120 doesn't make it worth $120. Just because I put it in the wrong place doesn't make it sell. Okay, you have a responsibility to these things. And you guys need to own it. And your team needs to own it. And when you show them that, they will own it. Exactly, Rose, and we do that too. The only thing we kick back is things that are higher end for our market. Is if something is higher end for our market and we can't take it, we might kick that back as a courtesy. This is our halftime show. Thanks, Kitty. Russ, this is our halftime show. All right. But know that and own that. Those are the 3 P's. The 3 P's of resale. Price, pity, product placement, or promotion, whichever way you want to call it. The 3 P's of resale. Own it. That is part of our inventory lesson for tonight. All the lessons I talk about, everything that I do, goes over to narts.org/resalestrong the very next day by noon. The magic of Cassandra and Adele make that all happen. Make me look good. Okay, they do. They make me look awesome. Okay, if I were left to my own devices, I'd have hair up like this. You know, who knows? Who knows what I would look like here? I'd be a schmooly. Who knows? Okay? All of that goes over there. You reach me by emailing me, Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com. Yes, I'm behind, but yes, I get back to everybody because I walk the walk and talk the talk. If you haven't gotten a PPP, you still can. If you haven't gotten an idol, you still can. Cassandra earned her second cake. Boom. Marianne says so. Absolutely, Mandy. Thank you, Cassandra. You're getting thank yous, Cassandra, tonight. I must be about making me look good. But you email me with your questions, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com is how you get me. Make sure you include your phone number so I can call you back if I need to. I am here at more 8 than ish every night Eastern, more 8 than ish Eastern every night to help you get to the other side of this, because it's only halftime, people, and we're going all the way. We are. Every day, every night, we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start the night every night. Our good morning tonight, for those of you that were not here at the top of the program, is good morning. Put some music in someone else's life today. Make the world a mixtape and see what it gives you in return. That's on page 98 for those that happen to have a copy of this book. Our good night tonight is good night. Put some music in your life tonight. Make yourself a mixtape and see where your heart goes. There's our graphics tonight, people. That is our Good Morning, Good Night book. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, anything to have a good time, and we will have those good times again. I will be able to travel again and come see you. I'm looking forward to those times. Until then, I'm back here tomorrow night at more 8 than ish. Till then, email me, Neil at ECIstores.com. And no more than anything, besides the 3 P's of resale, which are price, product placement, and penny, know that you, and most importantly you, are not alone running this store. It is time for dinner, Adele, and I'll see you all tomorrow night.